Welcome back to another episode of Carson's Aquatics. Today we are actually going to be getting a school of piranhas for my aquarium. They are going to be going in my 25-gallon tank, and let me explain what's happening first. Basically, a friend of mine who lives about 8 hours away said he wants some piranhas, and he can't really find them anywhere. They are pretty hard to come by. And a couple weeks ago, I was at a local fish store, and I saw that they had a bunch of piranhas in stock. So I hit him up. I was like, hey, are you still looking to get some piranhas? And he said yes. So today we are going to be picking up the piranhas, and they're going to stay in my tank for anywhere from like 2 weeks to a month. We're going to work out when I can drop them off at his place. But I'm going to raise them up. I'm going to feed them nice quality foods, get them all nice and strong, and make sure they're all healthy before we make that long drive over to his place. And we're going to have some fun with them while we have them. Like I said, we're going to have them for at least like 2 weeks. So you better believe we're going to be doing some live feedings. We're going to see what we can get them to eat, and it's going to be awesome. I am super excited for this. But yeah, they're going in the 25-gallon tank. They are pretty small piranhas, probably like 1 to 2 inches. We are getting 8 of them. They'll have plenty of room in that 25-gallon while we have them. And the last time I was at this store was about a week or 2 ago. I was getting the rest of the fish for my 75. So I went ahead and called up that pet store this morning, and they do still have plenty of piranhas. And I'm just so excited to pick them up. So we are going to head right on over to the pet store and pick up some piranhas. Alright guys, we just got done inside the fish store and we got our piranhas right here. Check that out. These things are super cool. They're honestly really skittish. Like inside in the tank, if you walk in front of the tank, they just hide. And I don't think they'll always be like that once they get like situated in our tank. And eventually in their long-term tank, they'll obviously act a lot better. But yeah, they look really good. I asked for the 8 biggest ones they had and they gave them to me. All these ones are a pretty good size and I can't wait to see them in our tank. So we are going to go ahead and get these guys home real quick and I'll see you when we get there. Alright guys, we are back from the fish store. We've got our 8 piranhas right here, and we're gonna go right ahead and get them in the 25-gallon to start acclimating. There we go, and just take a look at these fish. These things are so cool. They have all those spots on them while they're young like this, and they have red fins now, but eventually I believe their whole like stomach turns red, and I think those spots go away as well. But these guys are just so awesome looking, and we are gonna give them about 20 minutes to acclimate. And also while they're floating in the tank like that, I'm also gonna open up that bag, and every couple minutes I'm gonna put a cup of water into the bag. I wanna be really careful with these guys. They look really skittish. Apparently they're like decently sturdy and strong fish, but I definitely want to play it safe with these guys. So I'm going to take my time acclimating them, and I will let you guys know when they're ready to go in. Alrighty guys, it has been 20 minutes. Our piranhas have been acclimated to their tank. So we are going to carefully dump them into this net. Now into the tank they go. Oh my goodness. Those are so cool, dude. And there they are. Pretty much all of them are hiding behind this decoration. I'll actually put the camera over here, see if you can see them a little better. Yeah, all of them are right back there. Definitely acting a little bit scared. That's nothing unusual though. As I always do, we're gonna go ahead and turn the light off in this tank. Oh, and look at that. After I turned off the lights, they all started coming out front and they saw me out here and they just went right around back. But yeah, look at that. Those guys are so cool. I can't wait till they're comfortable in this tank and we can like start feeding them. The guy at the pet store said they mainly feed them frozen food like bloodworms and brine shrimp. So I'm gonna be giving them a lot of that. We're also gonna try and get them on pellets. And then you already know we're gonna do some live feeding videos. Maybe drop in some crickets, worms, guppies maybe. But for now, we are gonna let them get used to their new tank. It's definitely gonna take a little bit for them to get comfortable in there. But still in this video, I'm gonna do a bunch of updates. We'll probably do an update tomorrow, the next day, whenever they start eating a bunch of different stuff. You guys will see all that in this video. So I think our next update is gonna be tomorrow. And with that being said, I'll see you then. Alrighty guys, so it is definitely not the next day. I believe it's actually been about 5 days, but we're gonna go right ahead and check in on the piranhas. If we take a look at the tank here, it looks empty. And that's just because these piranhas hide the second they see me walk in the room. You can see them starting to poke out and investigate over there. But yeah, these are just weird fish. They're extremely scared and skittish all the time. All 8 of them are still in here. You can see a few back there. I just did a head count this morning. We still do have 8. And yeah, they're all doing really good. I've been feeding them every single day, sometimes twice a day. They've been eating great. They're all looking great. But yeah, it just kind of stinks whenever I come in the room and want to look at them. They just all go into hiding. But I just got to hold still for about 20 seconds and then they do eventually come out. And they obviously immediately come out to start eating, and you guys will see that in a second. The main food I've been feeding them every day is a mix of flakes and cichlid pellets. And then I have fed them frozen brine shrimp and bloodworms twice now, and they just attack that stuff as well. I'm going to feed them the pellets and flakes tonight for you guys. Then I'll get a clip of me feeding them the frozen food in the morning. And after that, we'll probably wrap this video up. But right now, we are going to go ahead and drop in their food. We got the flakes right there, and then our pellets right here, and then here in a second they'll start to come out. You can see the first one right there. Yep, and look at that, now they're all coming out. Yeah, and that right there is my boy Chunk. You can see he's got a chunk bitten out of his head. I don't think we got him like that, so I think it happened in this tank somehow. I mean, obviously we know how it happened, but yeah, I mean, he's fine. Like, that's a massive chunk out of the top of his head. I don't know how he's fine, but he is. And I mean, I've been feeding them every single day, like I said, sometimes twice a day, so I don't know why whoever did that. But yeah, you can see all the piranhas munching away. They're all looking good. Just awesome designs and colors on these guys. I love the spots. But yeah, as you saw, once the first one starts eating, they all start swarming the food. And that's how these piranhas hunt. They feed in groups, and they'll like work together to take down a bigger animal or a fish or whatever. And I'll tell you what, I cannot wait to feed these guys some live food. I did drop in a night crawler for them the other day, and they did not immediately eat it, but then I came down here later and it was gone. So I'm assuming they ate the worm because it's not in here. But yeah, we will definitely be doing a few different piranha feeding videos here in the next couple weeks. I'm thinking we'll start with worms, see if they go for that. Then I'm also thinking crickets, shrimp, guppies, and like anything else you guys might want to see. So with that being said, drop some comments on what you think we should feed these piranhas first, because again, we're only going to have them for like the next couple weeks. So I definitely want to have as much fun with them as possible while we have them here. But yeah, you can see now that they're done eating, they immediately went back into hiding. And that's just what they do. A lot of people make these piranhas out to be some aggressive, crazy fish. And I mean, they can be, but they are definitely the most skittish fish I've ever kept by far. But they are still super cool nonetheless, and I'm very happy to have them. And I think that's all I really have for you guys right now. Like I said, we are going to do one more update on the piranhas in the morning. We're going to feed them some frozen bloodworms and brine shrimp. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the morning. Alrighty guys, so it is indeed the next morning, and as promised, we are going to feed our piranhas some frozen bloodworms and brine shrimp. It's been thawing out in this cup for the past couple minutes. And before we feed the piranhas some, I do want to drop a little bit in for Pluto, our flower horn. I try to feed this guy this frozen food at least twice a week, because I'm really trying to grow that hump on his head. And you can see right there, he absolutely loves this stuff. And just look at the colors on this fish. He has come such a long way since we got him. We got this guy when he was literally a baby, and he has grown so much. And again, those colors have developed beautifully. And I just can't wait to see how this guy looks in like a year from now. But now it is time to drop some in for the piranhas, so we're gonna go ahead and do that and wait for it. Oh, there it is. The first one starts creeping out, and the rest of them follow. Look at that. Munching away on the bloodworms and brine shrimp. There's our boy Chunk right there. And yeah, it's always a fun time watching these guys eat. So that pretty much is going to wrap up this video. Once again, I am very excited to have these piranhas as pets, and I'm going to be taking the best care of them as possible for the couple weeks we do have them. And who knows, after we give these 8 to my friend, we might eventually get more to keep. We'll just see how the next couple weeks goes. We'll see how much I enjoy having them. I'm sure I'm really going to enjoy it. But yeah, once again, let me know what you guys think we should feed these piranhas. And other than that, today's comment of the day goes out too. And if you want your comments to be the comments of the day in the next video, all you gotta do is drop a comment down below, and that could happen. And if you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.